Hello and good evening. I'm Melisa Idris. Welcome to Consider This. This is the show where we want you to consider and then reconsider what you know of the news of the day. Now, in 5 years, approximately 1 in 6 Malaysians will be 60 and above. And as our country faces this demographic shift, I'd like to highlight Penang Island, which has become the first city in Malaysia to complete the application process to be recognized by the WHO's global network to be recognized with the age-friendly city status. So, to mark International Day of Older Persons on October 1st, I have on the show with me Datuk Seri Lawrence Cheah, who is advisor to the Penang Healthy Ageing Society. He's also chairman of PPAWE Jelutong, which stands for Pertubuhan, Pusat, Aktiviti, Warga, Emas, Jelutong. And also Dr. Sangeeta, Kaur, Darshan, Singh, who is the Honorary Secretary of the Malaysian Healthy Ageing Society. She is also the project manager for the Age-Friendly City Penang Island Initiative. Both of you, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here with me.
Thank you.
Lots to talk about, but first maybe we can explain or get a better sense of what this Age-Friendly City Initiative is and why it started in Penang, why Penang Island has been able to achieve the recognition. Dr. Sangeeta, may I begin with you?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what this initiative is, who it intended to reach, what it intended to do.
Okay. Thank you, Melisa, for the opportunity, and I'm so happy to be here with Datuk Lawrence. The Age-Friendly City actually was something that the Chief Minister of Penang has been talking about for the last 12 years. He's been really bringing the issue up because, as you may already know, Penang Island is the old city which has a lot of residents that are already aging, more than 5 people, unfortunately. Or fortunately, because of that fact, the CM has been very passionate about it. And he made that announcement 12 years asking people to come forward and help through the processes. And Malaysian Healthy Aging heard this request, and we were like, yes, please, we would love to work with you. And through the City Council, obviously, because age-friendly city, there are 2 things that you can do as a country or as a city. You can either go healthy city, which is incorporating everyone. Like intergenerational approach, and you can do a pilot project within the city, in the heart of the city itself, or you can go age friendly because Penang is a very aging city.
Yeah, I read somewhere that Penang has the 2nd highest number of population above 60 in...
Now the first.
Now the first. Wow.
Because people are now going to Penang Island,
now the
like
first,
me also.
Have the highest percentage of seniors.
The highest percentage of seniors in Penang. Okay.
Yes. Not in Penang, throughout the country.
Oh, throughout the country. So talk to me when the initiative started. So you said 12 years ago it was mooted, but when was the actual process to become an age-friendly city started? So one was to either be a healthy city intergenerationally.
Yes.
The other option would be to be an age-friendly
city, which also talks about women, children, people with disability, and primarily focus on the needs of the older people to continue to be part of the society.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
And when did Penang embark on this journey?
So what happened was then when the CM made that announcement, we started approaching them, we started talking to them, and then in November 2022, he made a local press release with us in presence with the City Council and also Penang Development for Women. And they are partners. So the stakeholders in Penang, one thing is so nice to see. My God, they really go all out. They all come together. They are on an island, they come together, and they really collaboratively push the effort, and they were so confident. Like we were saying, this is like a 10-year plan, 5-year plan, or 15 years plan. But they were like, we will do it in 3 years.
Yeah.
And they did it.
Okay.
That's why being part of the Age-Friendly City Network, other cities in Malaysia, 6 other cities are doing it as well. But they have started early, before even COVID. But Penang City said they will do it in 3 years, and they have done it in the 3 years.
Fantastic. So Datuk Seri, where did you come into the as part of this journey?
Oh, It was way back in '82 when I first started the first Senior Citizen Association, together with Im Chong Yu, Tung Abdul Rahman as a patron, the first Senior Citizen Association, founded in 1982. But at that time I was too young to be a member of the Senior Citizen, so I have to wait until 2000 when I reached 55. Then they elected me as the president for 40. I stayed on for 14 years before I moved on to another international NGO, that is Rose Charities International, where I started on 2000 and way on till just taped off and retired at a few months ago after 17 years at the helm.
Wow.
Then I moved on and set up PPAWE, that's a federal government-linked organization. And within 8 months after it started, we have already 500 members. And we are going to push on to hit its target to 1,000 members of multiracial composition. And hopefully, we will be able to uplift and connect the seniors above 60s, with various types of activity, empowering them.
So part of the age-friendly city status is to ensure that there is social participation.
Yep.
So your community centers
Yes.
is part of that
The
initiative.
whole process, the whole, journey towards getting it.
Maybe we can learn more about what that entails actually. So what does a city need to achieve to be able to be recognized as an age-friendly city?
Sure. Dato', may I?
Yep.
Yeah. So there are 4 stages of the process. Number 1 is the mayor of the city has to sign on the letter saying that yes, they are taking the initiative, they are in agreement, they are agreeing to take on the role as to lead the whole process.
Right.
As you know, other ministry or the government is already very, very burdened with a lot of responsibilities. So the city council must sign the letter. That is number 1. Number 2 is you must do a community-based, evidence-based study to understand what were the needs, what are the current needs, what do you need, how do we move forward, how do we integrate what you need and what the city is providing. Then there's a third step, which is bringing the stakeholders. Now, this is why I'm so passionate about this, because, from the state exco, from the state GO, the city council, they have all come together with all stakeholders, including the ministry, the government office, Ministry of Health, everyone, JKM and all that, came together and they have been saying, and we've been hearing what they want.
Right.
So we did a study. So based on the study, then we get it to publish in a journal so that it's really evidence-based. And then we did a scoping review, which means we are looking at what Malaysia is already doing.
Right.
So here is where we know 6 other cities are coming part of it.
Yeah.
And other cities has also started the Healthy City Initiative. And they are also doing that. Now the last step, where we already have completed, is monitoring evaluation, making sure that every step has an indicator, we report back to the community, we tell them. So they have completed that 4th step.
Okay. So in the time that that Penang has been embarking on this journey to become age-friendly, what have you witnessed? What have you seen? Particularly because you are involved with the senior citizens on the ground. When you look at your community centre and you look at how senior citizens are living, what the needs are, as Dr. Sangeeta mentioned, what is it that you're observing?
There's a change in the improvement in the infrastructure, in everything that has done with the age-friendly status implementation, and that has moved the city and its people, especially the citizen, forward to a new height, to a new platform where they can enjoy the facilities that has been put in by the City Council under its 8 domain, the plan of age-friendly city status. And our center, PPAWE Jelutong, has been nominated by the City Council as the role model for each age-friendly city status under WHO.
Can you tell me why it has
Because
achieved that?
within that short span, we have achieved within the goals of the city status under the plan, where we have all types of activities thrown in for the senior to enjoy, to reconnect, to engage, and to embrace their journey during their golden years.
Oh, there you go. It's really, I think, such a key part of having senior citizens or older persons to be part of society again, because often we see an exclusion of elder persons in in societal life. What are some of the more concrete examples that you can give us of how Penang has become age friendly? Is it more about built infrastructure? Is it about mobility friendly? How do we think about what makes a city friendly for people of all ages?
So under WHO guidelines, there are 8 areas that we need to focus on. One of it is open spaces.
Open spaces.
Yeah, meaning your parks, your walkway and all that stuff. And then it is also about transportation, which I must say Rapid Penang has done. Oh my God, they're so active and so engaged.
Really?
Oh, really, really. I'm
You
so
should come back.
impressed. Yeah, you should.
I haven't been back
It's
home
so
in a while. Yes.
what they are doing in Penang. And you know, the responsive, isn't it that though? It's like every meeting we have, and there will be stakeholders who stand up and say, oh, the bus was delayed. And she will immediately, they will stand up and they will say, where, when, which date, what time, and what was the delay about, and then we will immediately get back. And now we hear that the City Council is actually hiring a consultant to map out the congestion. You know, everybody loves Penang Island, even Malaysians.
The traffic is notorious, right?
It's like such a nightmare. And you know, the Penang, that is the main concern. That is the thing that, you know, the isolation happens so rapidly because of this.
Yeah.
So transportation is the second one. The third one is housing, because, you know, we are aging. We are aging in our house. We don't see the dangers, the risk in our own household. How many falls happen in the toilet itself? So the housing, renovation, what do you need as you age, where you are, so that you remain mobile, you remain part of the society, be it at your housing or outside. The fourth is about social participation, like you rightfully said, and also inclusion. Again, like you already mentioned, that, you know, they need to be part of everything that is going on in the city.
Yes.
And that has happened over the last 3 years, and perhaps even before we started the whole project. They've been really good at things like that. The sixth is, I think you know, very heavily debated recently about work and employability for people who are already retired. What happens? You know, we want you to stay active, we want you to stay engaged, we want you to be able to take care of yourself, not be a burden on anyone else. So how do you sustain that if you're already hitting 55, if you're hitting retirement age, what happens?
Yes, there's a lot of ageism
Yes,
in the
true.
workplace. Yeah.
Exactly. And number 7 is about, just let me quickly review that.
Communities engagement.
Yeah. Voila. Thank you
Oh,
so
well
much.
done. Community engagement.
Yes.
It's also about community information.
Oh.
You know,
Yeah.
and this is another thing they are doing, which is an excellent, they set up a helpline. You know,
We have started,
and-
we have set up the first senior helpline.
Okay.
Apart from the usual helpline services you have, so that this helpline will concentrate on seniors. Because, you know, seniors, when they retire and nothing to do, they are bored, at least a helpline can help them. They can call up and chat on the helpline. You know, that will create a better environment for everybody. And that's where we come in to set up the first helpline and the first mobility van service to take sick patients to the general hospital and back, and it's free.
Oh, wow.
And this one is a mobility van that can take in what are called age-friendly people with ramps. There's a ramp to take them to the hospital and back. And this one is provided by the City Council to us, and we will run that service for them.
So this is all allowing for elder persons to age in place.
Yes.
Yes.
Because that's key
Yep.
to aging better, aging well. So a few of the things you mentioned really piqued my interest, particularly in terms of transport. Let's talk about that, because that's part of having older persons be mobile and independent. Penang, as we know, the infrastructure is quite tight. So I want to talk about the challenges of implementing age-friendly initiatives in a place like Penang Island specifically, where there's space constraints. We know we think of KL with the infrastructure
Right.
of LRT, MRT, but Penang relies largely on road transport. Has that been a huge change? It's clearly possible
Yes.
to create age-friendly transportation without having to build something
Right.
new. Talk to me a little bit more about that, particularly how older persons use public transport in Penang.
Okay, now with Rapid, they come up with a van system known as Rapid on Demand. So Rapid on Demand will station itself in several locations,
Right.
and you can call. If you stay in Tanjung Bunga area or Glugor, there's a station. You call the number, then Rapid on Demand is a small mini van, can sit about 13 people. Will pick you up from certain location and take you within that locality. So you don't have, let's say I stay in Tanjung Bunga, I can call Rapid on Demand at certain point, station there. Then you just go there, hop into the van, you pay $1, or you have a special Rapid card, you don't have to pay a single cent.
Amazing.
You hop into that, takes you to Gurney Plaza, drop you, and then when the times come after shopping, you go back to the same spot. The van is there to take you back home.
So this is all public
This is a new one.
transportation.
Yep.
Public.
Under
It's amazing.
under the Rapid on Demand. I think KL has started.
Has also started.
Yes.
A lot of pockets, you can see them now.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see the reason why they started with the van, because the bus was becoming a problem because of the infrastructure.
I see.
You know, going to Penang GH, can you imagine the stalls on the, so the buses and the cars are parked on the side. So the only reason they can go in and out is through a
getting
van.
a minivan. Yeah.
So that's why they started the van.
Were there other challenges in trying to implement some of the WHO framework into Penang Island? I'm just wondering whether adaptations had to be made, whether all of the issues, or all of the guidelines for the framework could be implemented wholesale, or did you need to localize it to a Penang Island context?
Localization must happen in regardless, right? Because Penang Island, as you know, they have heritage. You know, they are trying to make sure that the charm of Penang Island is not, you know. So they had to integrate these things. Like if you go, I'm sorry, I'm Indian, so I have to say this. If you go to Little India, you have to, you know, you cannot really move around in a car. You have to get down
Yes,
and you have
it's
to walk.
pedestrian, right?
But
Yes.
the problem is the steps are either too small, too high, and not everyone has ramps, right? So now what do you do? Because nobody will be able to move on. So what we had to do was make sure that when you're looking at these issues, you integrate it. That's why the back lane, isn't it, Dato? The back lane, bringing it up, you know, building it, making it better, making it accessible.
Now all the back lanes in Penang, especially the heritage areas. Last time back lanes, you put the bicycle there. Now all that are gone. They decorate the place with murals, and you can walk at night, and then it's like a place.
It's
safe
become
place.
another access point.
Yes.
Exactly.
And another area is with the CCTVs all over the city. The crime rate, especially snatch thieves, has reduced or gone because face recognition.
Yeah.
So that has helped a lot. And only 2 days ago, Penang has been listed or ranked number 7 in Asia
Be the safest.
with the under the Asia Travel News.
To be the safest city.
No, the most
Accessible. And
not accessible, the most famous or most popular tourist
Oh,
spots.
tourist spot. Oh, because of all these initiatives.
yeah.
Since you brought up technology, can I ask you about the role of technology? So often, whenever we think about making cities more accessible or spaces more accessible or even activities more accessible, we default to using technology.
yes.
There's an app for everything. There's a
Yes.
link for everything to sign up
Yes.
for. I want to talk about that, especially in relation to older persons.
Okay.
How do we make use of technology elder inclusive?
Okay, the state government has set up Penang Digital Section, a center where the public, like NGOs, can use their coaches. Like for our center, the coaches will come every month without fail to teach elderly people various types from AI to decluttering, anything you want to know
Everything about technology.
about AI or about how to use your handphone effectively rather than just call up your friends. So that has been implemented, and that's how wherever you go to Penang, you find they are very happy with the car parks. Why?
yes.
Everybody
Parking, yeah.
use handphone.
Yes.
To find parking spaces.
Yeah. You don't have to, like last time in KL in Singapore, you have to scratch. No more, gone.
Yes.
There's things of the past. So that is improvement, all right?
Yes.
You just have to key in the time through the apps. They call it Penang Smart Parking.
And the older people are not getting left behind because of
Yep.
the digital gap.
trained.
They are trained, there are
They're
places
trained.
every month. You go to certain kiosks, the people will teach you how to use the smart parking technology under the city council.
Fantastic.
Then you can, while eating, then you think, oh, my time is up. The phone rings, you
So
just
an
have
alarm.
to, the alarm, then you just add in another half an hour to 1 hour to your apps. That's it. You don't have to go in the hot sun or in the rain, right? Like last
I
time.
remember. I remember feeding coins into that meter.
That things of the past. This is what I mean. Progress using AI technology.
Datuk Seri is wearing yellow today, and they
Yeah.
have launched Pearl app that is
Yep.
also yellow,
Yeah.
and it's all about accessibility, what is, how to
Yep.
get there. But let's keep something in mind. As you age, your fingerprints,
Right.
they don't work anymore.
Yep.
On the phone, it
Yeah.
doesn't. It's not easy, like you were
Yes.
saying. I have to wear glasses to look at what I'm reading.
yep.
So what they're doing right now is it's bigger screen, it's finger,
Face.
it's you have other options.
Yep.
You can put in a code, you can
Yep,
put this,
true.
so you can do other things. So they will tell them, like, sometimes people get very frustrated. Why is my phone not working?
Yep.
So they will tell them, okay, this is why. So you cannot use your fingerprint anymore because your skin is dry, you know.
Yep.
So things like that. So they are educating, bringing the awareness. As you know, we are also facing something, part of the sandwich generation, where the parents are stuck between caring for their parents and then caring for their children as well. And when you communicate about technology as a mother or a daughter, there might be barriers because so what we do is we bring in others, right? So or we bridge the gap, get the children to talk to the grandparents and vice versa, but not leaving them behind.
Yes.
It's like they need to know. And I'm sure you have realized they are also on the social media all the time.
Yes,
My
yes.
aunt sends me videos every now and then.
Digital literacy is
Yeah.
very
Yes.
important.
Yep.
Yes.
As-
Okay. So in the time that we have left, I do want to ask you what's next. So this is exciting that we have all these initiatives in place, that Penang has been recognized as an age-friendly city. But how do we expand this so it's beyond Penang Island? And how do we make sure that the residents of Penang really know how to leverage and benefit from all these initiatives that have been put in place? If I may start with Dr. Sangeeta.
Let me just say, I missed out one very, very prominent factor, which is health.
Health.
and the burden on health because, you know, older people are in the health settings. And again, coming back, this is why you need the stakeholders. This is why you need members like this being upfront, bringing, you know, so we are moving to people's home rather than just waiting for them to come out.
Okay.
So the health is a bigger part of the community as well. Age-friendly city cannot give you, or the WHO cannot give you a certificate and say, you're done. You actually have to bridge the gap at every generation. People are aging every minute, every second. You have to continue the efforts. That's why they don't just tell you, yay, you have done the good job.
Yeah.
They tell you, continue your good efforts.
It's not a destination, right?
Exactly. And you know, the reason why we want to bring Penang Island and we want to talk about what they have achieved is because, one, we want to learn from each other because there's 6 cities in the line to go. So we want to learn what worked, what didn't work. How can you integrate things, right? So this is something you have to continue. That's why it has to be a journey, integrating not only national, not only city, but wawasan 2030, whatever you have in mind.
Datuk Seri.
Yes, I think the good thing is I would like to congratulate the federal government. In the next few days, next month, on the 5th, the government is going to launch its first blueprint on senior citizen action plan that will cover more or less the whole spectrum about from aging to a wide program, as you know. And this is a great initiative from the government after such a long wait and at long last. So we must congratulate the government for coming out with this blueprint, senior citizen action plan that covers the whole country nationwide. I think that's something which we should.
I'm encouraged to hear that it's going to be launched soon.
Yes,
you're right. It's been in the works for many years.
Yes.
Well, both of you, thank you so much for coming on the show and sharing the exciting new things happening in Penang Island. It really is quite heartening to see this, and hopefully we'll see this in other areas around the country and become a real age-inclusive country. So thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Right.
That's all the time we have for you on this episode of Consider This. I'm Melisa Idris signing off for the evening. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.